I was reading the Wall Street Journal classifieds for fun. And there was an ad, and it said, Europe or Guam. University of Maryland was looking for business management instructors to teach overseas. I knew about this program. I'd learned from one of my graduate instructors. And so I called up and I said to the first person I got on the phone, I said, Europe sounds good. And she said, well, Guam has to sound better because we have no places in Europe at the moment. And this was in October of 1984. And on January of 1985, I stepped off the plane on Guam. And I started and I taught every term consecutively except one for 28 and a half years. And on Guam, the lights would go out fairly frequently. They told us that the snakes would get up into the transformers and short them out. But I'm in this class just about ready to start the first night, and the lights go out. We're in the dark. And one of the things they told us early on is, if a class is canceled for any reason, you have to make it up. You can't just let it go by. And makeups were like Friday night, and nobody wanted to work on Friday night. So the class was meeting in a classroom in a Navy warehouse. And I looked around and I found they had the emergency lights on in the hallways. And I found the officer of the day who was in charge of the installation at night. And I said, this is a warehouse. Do you guys have any flashlights? And he said, I'm sure, I guess we do. We went in the back and I said, I need some big flashlights, like lanterns. We got about 7 or 8 of those and a bunch of smaller flashlights. We put the big flashlights on the desks, shining up in the air, so we had lights, and we held the class. And, I didn't have to make it up. And you learned to be resourceful.